Austin Warner is your typical 5-year-old boy. He loves to play, run around, and most of all, ride snowmobiles with his family. However, Austin isn't your typical 5-year-old. He has cystic fibrosis.
Cystic fibrosis is a genetic disease. It affects the digestive and respiratory systems. Not all people with CF have the respiratory and or digestive. You can have either or. Some people have both. And what it is that the gene that causes CF, it creates mucus in the lungs and the digestive systems. So in the respiratory part of it, the lungs get filled up with this mucus, which is why people with CF need clean outs. They do chest therapy, intense chest therapies. They take antibiotics. There's a whole therapy for that. And then the digestive part of the disease is that the same mucus that clogs the lungs clogs the pancreas. It doesn't break down. They need enzymes to break down their food. So a person with CF could take about 30 pills a day because they take 5 or 6 pills with every meal that they have. And they need these enzymes to break down the food.
He's doing very well. About a year ago, he actually got a chest PT vest. That was kind of tough at first for him to get used to because he has to wear it 20 minutes a day. So that was a little bit tough for him to get used to. Now he's like a trooper. He just puts it on, knows he's got to do it. Not that big of a deal.
Okay, ready? It feels like I'm blowing up like a balloon.
You got to hit start again, remember?
Austin has, I guess you would call, a normal life with the aspect of school and getting up in the morning and picking up his stuff and doing his own things. As far as snowmobiling, not at all. Just because we're a big snowmobiling family, between racing the watercross circuit and Austin's ride and all the snowmobiling we do, there's not too many 5-year-olds I know that ride their own snowmobile and have put, thousands of miles on a snowmobile riding with me. So, I mean, that aspect's kind of not very normal, but overall, he's normal to that point of his daily routine.
Well, Austin is one of our little angels. He's such a cutie, as you know. And again, he's one of the many faces, one of the many children and adults that we've come to love here at the foundation. And we're so grateful for his family because his family came together and put this snowmobile event together in an effort to raise much needed funds and awareness for CF. So he is one of our ambassadors, as we call him, and we love watching him thrive and grow, and and again, we're very hopeful that in Austin's lifetime we will have made CF stand for Cure Found.
Austin's Ride for CF is a benefit we hold every year in Colebrook, New Hampshire, and it's to raise money and awareness for cystic fibrosis through research and development.
With the family's love for both their son and snowmobiling, the Warners had the idea to create a charity snowmobile ride to benefit cystic fibrosis, called Austin's Ride. When it originally started, there were only 45 riders, and now, 5 years later, the annual ride continues to grow. This year's ride saw over 90 riders and raised over $12,000 in the fight against CF.
Setting everything up here and everything, and coffee and donuts, and then we'll move on to the ride, and we leave out about 10:30, quarter 11, go for about a 35, 40-mile ride. Then we end up right here at the country club. We have a real good lunch, a home-cooked barbecue lunch. This year we got seafood chowder, we've got pulled pork, we got curly fries, and all kinds of goodies. And shortly we're going to start doing some live auctions and silent auctions and games and prizes and giveaways. And it's just a family day of fun.
At this year's ride, Austin was given his very own snowmobile. For the past years, Austin has only been able to ride with his father. Now, because of the Warners' close friends, they were able to get Austin his very first snowmobile.
Been talking about it for a long time. We decided we were going to buy him a Mini Z. He was ready for it. He's done a lot of trail riding. He goes to all the races with us, and we decided it was time. So we started searching around, and I couldn't find one. One of our major sponsors, Forest Style Limousine, who along there, some of our best friends that live back home next to us, got the brain idea to give him a Mini Z.
Every year we try to do something different for Austin's Ride. We try to do something better every year, and it gets hard to top yourself every year. But this year, we decided we were going to get Austin his own sled. So we came up with lots of ideas for fundraising, and we own a limousine company, and we decided we would auction off a night out in a limousine. We sold raffle tickets for that. My wife organized a couple other small fundraising events, and we kicked in the rest of the money and bought him his sled.
While the event has many faithful supporters, Justin Schultz is experiencing Austin's ride for the very first time.
Here with my uncle and my cousin. He found a pamphlet at a snowmobile dealership in New Hampshire for this benefit ride, and we decided to come. I've never been on a ride with this many people. I've always usually been on 3 or 4 people, but when you go with a group of like 30 people, it's kind of a good experience.
Groups and families. Actually, Kat Lindell, which is one of our competitors that we race with on the water, she, I think, is the biggest one that came up here with the most people of 13.
With such a family-friendly environment, it's easy to see why people come back to the ride year after year.
This is a family ride. We have a lot of kids that ride this, and we're not doing the hill climbs and the off-trail and the moguls. It's a little bit of everything. It's groomed trails. It's made for comfort. You know, it's not this isn't a race by any means.
Some bumpy spots because they haven't had too much snow, but they got a lot of snow in the last couple of days. So for most of the part, it was really good.
The Warner family goes out of their way every year to make sure that this year's event is better than the last.
A lot of work. This event is huge. It's growing and growing every year. It's a lot of man hours, a lot of time, a lot of phone calls, a lot of leg work. But in the long run, it's well worth it. It's a family day of fun, and we hope everybody enjoys it. And once somebody comes to this event, I guarantee they'll be back for the next year, and the following year, and the year after that.
Good people, good food. So just had an overall great time. Yeah, my uncle wants to come back. He liked it. My cousin enjoyed it, and definitely come back.
Because of the care and treatment Austin has received, he is able to enjoy fun activities like snowmobiling. In 2009, Austin got to compete in his first race. Because of supporters like Justin and Brian, researchers take a step closer to finding a cure for Austin.
Then we go racing around the water, right?
Yep.
Right? Is that how we do it?
Yep.
Okay, ready?